Just watched Tron Legacy for the first time in order to get myself ready for Tron Ares, which is coming out later this weekend. Here's my quick review. I thought this movie was okay. It is definitely a style over substance type movie, which is totally fine. I kind of knew that going into this. But that being said, this film is quite shallow and hollow in terms of the story and the character development. The story itself, I think, is a little bit bland, and unfortunately, I just think that the world of Tron is not that interesting outside of the visuals. So, kind of being stuck in this world and not moving much past it and having a pretty simple story to follow along characters that I already don't really care about didn't make me that intrigued into the story at all, and I kind of just really found it tough to get into. It's definitely an effort to make an emotional connection to these characters with the father-son relationship, but I just don't buy it at all. I don't think it's pulled off very effectively, and I do unfortunately think a bit of that has to do with the performances. I think Garrett Hudlin as a lead actor is just not that interesting. He doesn't really hold his own here, unfortunately. I think Olivia Wilde is fine, she doesn't have much to do, and Jeff Bridges is good, but again, none of these characters are that intriguing. I think their interactions are quite bland, and there's definitely no emotional depth that I was able to gain from watching them, so following them on this journey was a bit rough. All that being said, though, this is still an entertaining film because of how exceptional these visuals are. Obviously, it's a very intriguing world visually, but I think the cinematography here is fantastic. Visual effects fully realize this whole thing, on top of how well Joe Kosinski directs this. Honestly, he's probably just the top summer blockbuster director ever when you look at this, F1, Top Gun Maverick. Like, he really knows how to do this stuff. All the action looks fantastic. I think the way that he blends the production design, the more kind of grounded realism with the hyper visual effects, it's seamless. It looks absolutely stunning. Probably one of the best looking films I've ever seen. Like, truly, the visuals are so good here. These kind of masterful visuals just kind of make the whole film just very entertaining, and I did kind of enjoy my experience, even though again I don't care about much of what's happening, just because it is like ungodly visuals that you're seeing. Cinematography great, direction great, and also a huge thing that has to do with this is all the costumes, the lighting. It all looks fantastic. Truly makes it an immersive world that, again, just very visually pleasing to look at and absolutely gorgeous. Not only do the visuals help make this just a pure vibes movie, but so does the awesome soundtrack from Daft Punk. I thought they killed it. Super immersive, super unique style, and I just loved the sound of this thing. Loved that they get a little cameo. It really just helps kind of bring the whole cool Tron atmosphere to life, and just helps make this a fun, cool movie. So overall, I can't say I love Tron Legacy. I think the story and characters are really lacking here, but the visuals, the atmosphere, the soundtrack from Daft Punk all really hit home. Joe Kosinski does a great job with all the action, so it is definitely still entertaining. I'm going to give it a 6.8 out of 10.